Hello everybody and welcome to Karen's Stamp Pad. My name is Karen. Today I wanted to share with you a gift box that I made to put cards in. I saw a cute video last night actually. Another demonstrator from Ireland had done a little gift box to put chocolates and that kind of thing in. And I thought, wow, what a good idea, because I'm always looking for something to put my cards in. I gift cards to people for birthdays and, teachers at the end of the year and at Christmas. And so I sat down and I played with the measurements and came up with this little beauty. So let me just open it up and I'll show you. So I used the Whimsy and Wonder Suite. This is the designer series paper, and inside are cards of the same suite. Okay, so these are pretty thick cards because as I did in a previous video, this one was the easel card. So there's quite a few layers on there, and I've got 4 of those plus another card and the envelope. So you could easily put 4 to 5 cards in. Okay, so let me just do this back up. And I'm going to put that aside. And okay, just take a look here. Okay, so anyway, I will let's start by giving you some measurements and show you. I'm going to use a different suite today, and this is the Christmas to Remember and Christmas season stamps and dies and the DSP. So first of all, we are going to get 2 pieces of cardstock. So, pick your designer series paper and then your cardstock that matches. And the first piece you are going to cut at 10.5 by 6.5. Okay, and you are going to score it at 4 3/4 and 5 3/4. Okay, and then what we are going to do is we're going to just round the corners on this piece. Corner rounder. Straight. Okay. And those out of the way. So you can see how this is going to fold. Finish the edges. And fold that. So it almost looks like a little book. Okay. I was thinking of another design too, putting having it as a book and putting a thing that you could just slide your cards into. But so let's set that aside. Our second piece of cardstock is going to be cut at 8 inches by 6.5 inches, and then we're going to score it on all sides at 1 inch. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take my paper snaps, and what I want to do is I want to cut these corners on this piece, and I'm going to cut a little wedge out. Turn it and cut. And do the same thing another 2 times. Okay, so we've got that. And what I'm going to do is I am going to glue these little tabs. So I'm going to fold them in. It's the easiest way because then you want them to go on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to take my liquid glue and I'm going to put glue on all these tabs, just making sure that I don't rub them on something else and get glue all over. So line it up, pull it in so it's nice and tight. Hold it in place. Okay, and I have a little bit hanging over, so I'm going to clean that up a bit. Okay. All right, so now I'm just going to set this aside to dry, and we are going to go to the designer series paper, and I need 2 pieces of designer series paper, pardon me, cut at 6 1/4 by 4 1/2, and I'm going to round the edges on one side. And the same on the second piece. Okay, now I want a third piece because I want a piece to go inside and line my box. So this one I haven't quite cut down yet. So this piece I want to be 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to cut that. Okay, so I can put it in like this, or I can flip it over and have a different design. All right, so let's decorate the outside of this box. There is one more piece that should go on the spine of this little gift box, and it would measure 6 1/4 by 3/4. Now the problem is I have used, I love this design series paper, and I have used all of this one. So I think what I will do is either put a piece of evening evergreen here, or actually I got an idea. Let's just see. Give me a second. I'm going to cut some ribbon. And all right. So I'm going to need 2 pieces of ribbon, about 10 inches each. Let's see. You know, I'm going to put this on first, and then I'm going to see how this looks. So what we're going to do is we're going to adhere these pieces first. And before we start, we want this ribbon to tie the box closed. So I'm going to use some tear and tape. Okay, and hopefully that's the center. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now, I just need to make sure that my pieces of ribbon line up. So, I'll put that on here. And just, oh, just to make sure. Oops, don't push it down. And here we go. All right. Now, if you want to just make sure that this doesn't pull off when you're opening and closing it, or you're the person you're giving it to, just put another piece over top to hold it in place. And then we are going to use liquid glue and put our designer series paper on. Just going to put a little bit more right there so it holds ribbon in place. Line it up so there's a little bit of a border. Okay. Turn it around and take the second piece and do exactly the same thing. I think I'm going to need to order some more of this designer series paper because I really, really like it. And I really want a piece for that. But I don't know. I could put, I don't even want to try that to line it up. Okay, so let's see. Now, I don't want to bow on that side, so I'm going to cut a piece of white cardstock. And what did I say that measurement was? It is 6 1/4 by 3/4. Okay. You know, that probably looks better than the ribbon. Nope, I'm gonna just go with the white. So I'm gonna put it on. I can decorate it with some pine cones from the dies. I can cut some of the little pine cones and put them on, or, you know, I could stamp them if I wanted. But I think I'm just gonna leave that. So there we have. See how easy that is to put together? Now, we're going to open it up. We're going to take our box And I'm going to line it up to the back. All right, make sure it all fits. Put some glue to hold it on the bottom. Okay. Now, the last box, this looks about even. The last box I didn't glue the back, but I think I'd like that. So, up to you, personal preference, right? There we go. See how easy that is? Now, I am going to try to clip that. All right. I'm just going to set that aside. I am going to, I want a sentiment and I want to decorate the top of it. So I've pre-cut some pine cones and cut them down. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. And we want to put a sentiment on it, and I've just chosen to do the same as the other one. And I did Merry Christmas, I stamped and I heat embossed. I'm using the white embossing powder and the Versamark ink stamp. So, let's see if this is dry. I'm going to put this on the inside. I think I cut it down a little bit too much, so I would say, yeah, I cut it the wrong way, but I think the measurements should still work. Okay, take that off. Now, see it's attached, so I'm just going to bend it that way. And again, back that way. All right. So I'm just going to look for some cards. That I have done. Aha. Here we go. Just to show you. That's where all the Designer Series paper went. But we'll put those in. I'm going to close this up. My fingers don't want to work. Okay. Now let's just decorate the top. I think I'll glue those together and just put a Merry Christmas. Yeah, that way. Merry Christmas across. So I'm going to bring in my silicone mat pad, or my silicone pad, so that I don't make a mess of my desk while I'm gluing. Okay. And I think I'll use some dimensionals. Take that out of the way. Or pull those off with my take your pick tool. And there we go. I could use a little more drawing time, but there we go. Super easy, nice and quick. What was that? 20 minutes, 21 minutes. And I spent some of it looking for things. So anyway, I will have this posted on my Stampin' Up! Webpage at karenbrigadier.stampinup.net. And I will have a list of the supplies that you need for this card. And if you want to buy some products, please use November host code. It's good till the end of this month. And this is the host code. And yeah, send me a message, a thumbs up, a like. Subscribe to my page, please. And yeah, I will see you again next week at 1 o'clock. And you know, I hope you have fun designing some boxes to give your cards away. All right. Have a great afternoon, and bye for now.